でもいい
Yeah. You can see Maggie in the podcast. So, we were talking earlier about what do you find convenient about Japan that you don't find convenient about the United States?
おっとっと。何ですかね。
What do you find convenient about
ああ、
Japan versus the United States?
まず第一は電車だね。電車。
Yeah, I know that what train means.
電車がね、家の近くにすぐあるからね。
Yeah.
すごく便利ですね。日本は。どこでも行けるから電車乗れば。あんまり田舎じゃなければね。
Yeah.
田舎に住んでなければ。まあ、カントリーサイドだとね、あんまり電車ないんだけど。
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's convenient, but it's also kind of expensive.
ああ、そうだね。遠くに行くってなるとね。
Yeah.
まあでも、そうだね。確かに。
Like my daily work commute was probably about, I don't know, like one way, like a 800 yen. So it's like about $8 each way. So like $16 just to.
違うよ。多分、大宮までだと540円ぐらいじゃない？
No, I mean to Saitama.
うん、だから大宮まででしょ。
いや、大宮じゃない。
南浦和までそんな下？
Yeah. It was about 700-800.
まあ高いね。
Yeah, depending on if it was like a rapid train or not. A rapid train was like a little bit more than the regular service. So if I got home faster, they would charge me a little bit more.
うん。
Like 80-90 yen more or something like that.
そっか。
Yeah.
まあそうだね。ちょっと高いけど、でもどうでしょうか。車もね、ガスかかるしね。
Yeah, and insurance.
うん、
and
そうそう
maintenance.
そう。そう考えると、and then you don't have to drive. 運転しなくていいじゃん、電車の中で。
Yeah.
座ってられるし。
Well, I mean, now in the pandemic, though, it's nice to have your own transportation.
まあそうだね。
You don't have to worry about breathing other people's air,
うん。
which you would have to in the train.
うん。
But it seems that right now Japan has a much lower infection rate than the United States. So.
うん。東京以外はね。
Yeah.
あとね、便利なのはね、コンビニが近くにある
Yeah.
ってことね。
Yeah.
まあこれも田舎じゃなければってことだけどね。
Mm-hmm.
うん。あと、そう、コンビニがしかも、やっぱアメリカのコンビニより、バラエティに富んでますからね。
Yeah, well, particularly in the Japanese convenience stores, you have healthy options. Like here, there's no healthy options at all in the U.S. for convenience stores. It's junk food, completely junk food. Yeah, I would say like 99% of the time, you're just gonna find like chips, candy, cookies.
まあサンドイッチとかもあるけど、なんかやっぱ違うよね。
Yeah.
もう失礼な。
the quality is a lot. Well, also like in like Japan, everything's a lot smaller and tighter, and so like they can make the sandwich and deliver it to the entire country in like the size of one state of the United States. But here, like if you're talking about like 7-Eleven, that's across thousands and thousands and thousands of kilometers. Like it's very difficult to deliver a fresh sandwich thousands of kilometers to every store.
そうだね。確かに。
Yeah. So that's why you get like a lot of food that's not really fresh necessarily, because it's been sitting in the fridge for as long as they can make it sit in there.
そう、本当に悲しいぐらい違くてね。
Yeah.
セブンイレブンがね。
Yeah. That's one of my favorite convenience stores in Japan. Yeah.
セブンイレブン。
7-Eleven.
いろんなお店、あとファミリーマートと。
Yeah. Well, the 7-Eleven onigiri, they have the best nori.
あ、ノリだ。そうだね。
Yeah.
一番好きだね。何味が好きですか？
Probably the mentaiko is my favorite.
明太子。
That and the tuna mayo.
明太子食べたいね。
Yeah.
あと、何が便利だと思った？ティーチャーは日本に2年間ぐらい住んでて。
Maybe that like definitely the train system's on my top 5, maybe top 3. And the reason I put it like high on the list is because it's really nice to like have everything around the station.
そうだね。
So that you get off the train and like your store is going to be close to there. Your post office is going to be close to there. Like everything, all those like big businesses are really close to the train station. So if you do decide to take the train, like you get off the train and there's going to be something there.
でもそれは大きい駅に限るけどね。
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, even
特に
like even any town, like even the small stations, like it's a small town, so there's not a lot in the town, but everything's kind of like really built around the train station. Like in where we lived in Nogi,
まあね、乃木
everything is really close to the station,
まあ、そう
even though it's a small town.
うん
Not everything, but
うん
you know,
まあでもそれは本当に depends on な駅。
yeah,
まあ大きければ大きいほどもっといっぱい、もう駅直結でデパートとか
well, yeah,
も
yeah,
あるからね。
yeah.
デパート
I mean, if you're talking about like なんか超田舎だったら、there's nothing at all, but
本当に何もない。
yeah, yeah. And then yeah, I mean, I also like that, you know, like when you get off out of the train station, there's like something going on. If something's going on, it's also going on near the train station. Like I remember one of the first days of work that I worked in Japan teaching English. Like I got to the train station to go home, and there was like a whole festival there. So I could just like go walk through the festival. It was a lantern festival, so like amazing, crazy lanterns on like 30-foot bamboo poles, and you know they're swinging them around. And
Koga?
yeah, this was in Koga, and you know like you don't kind of see that stuff kind of happen organically here, where you would have to like really go look for it here.
そうだね。
Yeah.
それいいね。なんかコンビニエントじゃないけど、コンビニエントの話じゃないけど、なんか夏になると、大体週末はイベントがやってるよね。
Yeah,
いろんなところで。
lots going on in the
まあ
summer.
これは東京の方に限るかもしれないけど、まあでも、いや、そんなことないな。お祭りはね、各県やってるからね、毎年ね。
Yeah.
うん。
Yeah.
そういうのもいいよね。そういうのない、ここね。
Yeah, well, I mean, we have like kind of like festivals. They're not like they're very different from Japan. Like we have what's called the date festival,
うん。
but it's not like how should I put it? It's not really geared towards like celebrating any sort of culture or tradition. It's more geared towards like selling you tickets to stuff or selling you food
そうなんだ
or
よね。
yeah.
まず、そのフェスティバルに入るのにお金がいるっていうね。
Yeah.
それがちょっとね、
Mhm.
えって思ったよ
Like
ね。
how much did we pay to go to the date festival?
うん、多分10か15
It was
ドル。
$10 just to get in.
うん。
And then you have to pay for everything else.
そう、
Yeah.
そうなの。だからめっちゃ高くなんだよね。なんかさ、ただ入って食べ物食べるだけだったじゃん。別に乗り物あった？
Yeah, there was, but it was like really dangerous looking. So
うん。
yeah, I don't really like to get on any of the
そうだよね。
fair rides
うん
here.
なんか、日本もさ、遊園地とかはさ、入場料とか払うけど、あれ、デイフェスティバルに関してはなんで入場料払って
Yeah, and then you have to buy tickets to
food?
for the rides.
Yeah, for the
Well, you pay
ride.
for the food, but you have to buy tickets for every ride.
そうそう。
Yeah, and then like you're right, like if you went to a theme park here, even here you went to a theme park, like you'd have access to all the rides.
うん。
Yeah.
だからね、なんかだって日本のお祭りとかさ、なんか例えば東京だとなんか代々木公園でよくなんかフェスティバルがあるわけよ。あるわけですね。なんかタイのフェスティバルとか、
Yeah.
なんかオクトーバーフェストとか、なんかビールの、それ入場料かかんないもん。
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you will find free stuff here, but like for the most part, you're gonna pay to have to enter. And then also, what's really frustrating is in a lot of situations you're gonna have to pay to park your car as well.
そうだね。
Yeah.
まあ、
And then that's like another thing with the train station. You know, like you get off the train, you don't have to pay for parking. You don't have to worry about your car. You don't have to worry about your car getting damaged or broken into or anything like that. Not that would ever happen in Japan, but yeah, here it would. You get your car broken into.
そう、それが、
Yeah, when I lived in Hawaii, that was like kind of like amongst the locals, it's kind of a known thing that you don't leave your purse or your belongings like out on the seat of the car, because if they see it, they'll break your window and then grab the purse.
Yeah.
So then not only you lose your purse, but you're having to pay for a new window for your car too.
あらまあ、
Yeah.
まあ日本もないとは言い切れないけどね。まああまりないでしょうね。
Yeah.
うん、見ないね。
I think so a testament to how, I guess, honest Japanese society is I left your camera
ああ、
at the airport
うん、
in
北海道。
Hokkaido.
うん。
And
ラストオーガスト。
somebody actually found it. It's just like a $400 or $500 camera. I left it on the seat. Somebody turned it in, and then the airline company that we didn't even fly with sent it back free to your house, to your front door.
フリーじゃなかったかもしれない。
Was it not free? I thought it was free.
No, 多分違うと思う。
Oh, really?
うん、
Oh, okay.
うん、
But anyways, they sent it to your front door. Yeah. And most, so if you lost something in the US, I mean, I've never experienced that, but I don't know if they would send it right to your front door for a charge, or they even do that, or I'm not sure how that works. I think you would have to go to actually go to an airport. Like maybe they would send it to another airport, but I don't think they would ship it to your house.
でもその前に多分見つからないよね。
Yeah, well, first of all, you're not even going to find it. Like if you dropped your, for instance, your camera at LAX or Portland International, you're not getting it back. It's gone. Nobody's turning that in.
Yeah.
Most people are gonna go, oh, sweet, free camera.
Yeah, そうだよね。でもなんか日本だとね、だってお財布も見つかるし、まあお金はない可能性もあるけど、でも大体戻ってくるってね、なんか交番に届けるからね、落ちてるものがあったら。そういう風になんか教わってる、育ってる。だからみんなそうしてるっていう感じだね。それもいいとこだ。
Oh, you know what? So you actually lost your green card.
あ、ここでね。
Yeah, you lost your green card in the United States. Well, I don't know if you just you dropped it on the ground.
I think so.
But so we were driving a pickup truck, and if you don't know what a pickup truck is, it's like a truck with a bed in the back, like an area in the back.
Yeah.
And so,
軽トラの大きいやつだ。
Yeah. And so she dropped it on the ground, and then somebody threw it into the back of the truck, and we thought we lost it. And we went and ordered a new card. It was $450.
高かった。
45000円ぐらい。Yeah, and then after a week after we had ordered the card, my dad's girlfriend found it in the back of the truck, in the bed of the truck. Yeah, and then we canceled it. And then this is how wonderful the United States is. They kept the money. They wouldn't give us a refund for what we had paid, and then they wouldn't even put it to the next service that we were needed. Because in the United States, you have to renew your card every so often, and they wouldn't even put it towards that.
でもさ、一回返してくれるって言ってたのにね。
Yeah.
でもさ、結局長い間帰ってこなくて、もう一回聞いたら、返しませんみたいなね。
Yeah.
ってなったよね。
They play you. Yeah. They play games with you.
本当にひどいよ。
Until you give up and they just keep the money.
ね、もう
That's the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, I believe it is, or USCIS. I'm not sure. One or the other.
まああれは痛い経験としてもう二度とやらないように。
Yeah. So now we're very, very careful we don't lose the card.
はい。
Yeah.
じゃあ、はい。日本の便利なところもう他にもある？
I'm trying to think. I'm having a hard time thinking.
あとあれじゃないレストランが、でも、アメリカはいっぱいレストランあるか。
Yeah, there's lots of restaurants everywhere.
それただ自分の好きかどうかって問題だな。
One thing that I really like that Japan has that the US doesn't, and I don't know if this is convenience, but we'll just say it is convenient to have these, but the resale shops where you can go and sell electronics and video games, a hard off or a book off. Yeah, we don't. We have here what are called thrift stores. We don't have a resale shop necessarily where they will buy the stuff from you and then resell it. Here you just basically you're gonna throw it away.
Donation.
So you donate it, you bring it down to the place, and then they decide what's worth selling or not and throw away the stuff that's not. And then,
そう
so
だ
it's
ね。
that's convenient because you could just like, oh, I don't want this stuff anymore. Here, take it. You know, you don't have to worry about the trash.
うん。
But
うん
I kind of like the resale shop thing because you get some value out of your
そうだね。
old stuff.
うん
Like even if it's a little bit of money, it's still nice
う
to
ん。確かに。
get some money back on that
確か
kind
に
of
確
stuff.
かに。
Yeah.
うん、それはいいね。確かにここはない。まあ、あるっちゃあるけど、洋服屋さんだけある。
Yeah, there's a couple.
うん
Yeah. And we don't live in like a huge urban area, so
うん、
it's
そ
not
うそうだね。
as common
う
here.
ん
So
確かにそうなんだ。レストランもそうなんでね、うちらが住んでるところにあんまないっていうだけだね。
yeah.
うん、
So
そうでした。
Yeah.
あとは何ですかね。便利。日本の方が便利なこと、 なんだろうね。まあ一番やっぱりあれか。電車の。歩いてね。歩いて結構行けるからね。
yeah.
どこでもね。でもこちらは歩いたらどこにも行けないね。
Yeah, well, I think just like the way that cities are arranged in Japan are a little more convenient.
うん。
If you don't have a car, like especially where we live and the way the weather is here, you're not gonna
うん。
you're not gonna be very successful, I don't think, because
まあバスが一応あんだけどね。やっ
it's
ぱ
very
り。
cheap too.
あ、そう、バスめっちゃ安い。本当にね、これは日本より全然安い。
Yeah.
だって100円か、まあ、1ドルで 結構な距離行ける。で、乗り換えしてももう1ドル25セントだから125円、まあ、130円ぐらい
Yeah.
でもう結構な遠距離まで。
Yeah, like so here if you went on the farthest farthest route, like the farthest end to the farthest end, it's like over 100 kilometers.
パームスプリングスまで
Yeah, from Thermal, because it goes all the way from Thermal to Palm Springs. That's over like 100 kilometers, easily over 100 kilometers. Yeah,
So one line?
that's one line. So you could buy two transfers.
うん。
So that would be $1.50. So 150円で you can go 100 kilo.
まあ、それは安い。まあ、
Yeah,
めっ
but
ちゃ時間かかるからね、誰もやんないと思うけど。
yeah, but you know, public transportation here is subsidized by the government, so the government pays
ああ、そうなんだ。
for that.
あ、だから安いんだか。
Yeah.
あと日本も今あんのかな、なんか車椅子専用もあるね。ウィルチェアの人用の。
Yeah.
うん、呼んだらそこに来てくれるね。
Oh, yeah,
ね
yeah.
それは本当にいいサービスだなと思う。
Yeah, yeah.
あと普通に普通のみんなと一緒に乗るバスもウィルチェア乗れるようになってるしね。
Mm-hmm.
うん、そこは便利だね、こっちの。
Yeah. So what's convenient about the United States?
アメリカで便利なこと？
Yeah. Because there's one thing that I'm thinking of in particular that's like a really big comparison.
うん。
Well, things that it's easier for me to notice like the differences for me from the United States to Japan in that way because like it changed how I did things.
うん。
So like for instance, like the online banking
あ
I
あ、
think is much more robust in the United States. Like it's easier to get online and like deposit like your check through your phone or like
多分日本でもできんじゃないか
yeah,
な。
probably, but and then also I want to add on to that is that like almost every store here accepts like debit and credit cards. And in Japan there's a lot of places that don't.
あ、クレジットカードまだ使えないところね。
Yeah, there's a lot in Japan where you can't use your card. And for me it's like I don't like carrying around cash. I like really messy with all the money. I fold up the bills or they get crumpled, you know.
うん、そうだね。まあそうだね。これはあれだね。カルチャーの違い。
Yeah.
アメリカほとんどキャッシュ、まあ使う人は使うけど、ほとんどの人がね、カードで払ってるもんね。
Mm-hmm.
確かに。あとあれだ。アメリカはお金を下ろすときにお金かからないんよね。
What?
Like-
Oh, at the bank?
うん。
Yeah,
Mm.
that was another thing I was going to bring up.
ATM はでもお金かかるよね。
It depends if it's your bank, then you pay nothing. Almost always you pay nothing.
そう、サタデー、サンデーもね。
Yeah,
うん。
doesn't matter. Any time of the day, any time of the year, holiday, whatever.
Mm.
Like if it's your bank,
うん。
your ATM card, you don't pay anything.
でも日本だと無料の時間がすごい決まってるよね。
Yeah.
とりあえず、サタデー、サンデー、 ホリデーは絶対
Yeah.
取られるし。
And I think that's just a way for them to make more money. It doesn't make sense to me.
そうだよね。
You can't, it doesn't make sense to put more cost, because they fill the machine with money. It's not like somebody has to be there to put more money in it,
しかも210円とかもう値上がりしてる。
That's pretty expensive.
だよね。
Yeah.
1回おろすのに。だから土曜日、
Yeah.
日曜日ね、確か。
Yeah.
210円。でもそれぐらいか、なんか100円。いや、200円ぐらいかかった気がする、土日は。
Yeah.
時間外だと100いくらとか。結構、毎回ね、おろす。
Oh, here's a good question. Do you know what ATM stands for? No?
わかんない。I don't know.
Automatic?
Automatic ATT Transfer.
No. That was a good guess, but no.
Teller
Teller machine.
Teller?
Teller? Yeah.
Automatic
teller machine.
Automatic teller machine?
Automatic teller machine.
Automatic teller machine.
Yeah. So a teller is like the person who works at the bank. Yeah.
それがオートマティコンってことか、自動的ってこと。知らなかった。多分誰も知らない。
Yeah.
ATM 知らなかった。
Yeah. Little.
勉強になったね。
Yeah, little 勉強。
あとね、アメリカが便利。なんか、特にここのエリアに住んでると、なんかあんま服装気にしなくていい。服装なんかファッション。
Oh, yeah.
あんまりなんか気にしなくていい。
まあちょっと失礼ね。
ちょっと失礼なんだけど、なんかほら、まあやっぱここだからね。
Yeah.
とにかく夏は暑いし。
Yeah, where we live, I mean, if you go to New York, you have to dress up. It's New York.
なんかロサンゼルスとかもそう。
Yeah, but here, where we live, it's just so hot all the time. Like,
most of the time.
I'm wearing a t-shirt and shorts just because it's just too hot.
なんかこれ、一年中この格好だもんね。
Yeah, I'm always in a t-shirt and shorts. Unless I'm at work. And then I'm in my uniform.
1月から12月までずっとね。
Yeah, it's just that. I mean, in the summer, like, it gets cold at night. Or I mean, in the winter, it gets cold at night. But it's not cold enough to, like, during the day where you can have to wear, like, a jacket.
そうだよね。
Like, even during the day, it's, like, 20-something degrees.
そうだね。2月でも30度行くときあるもんね、日中ね。だから、まあ、そういうね、観点で、暑いから、なんか、そんな、なんていうんだろうね。おしゃれしなくて。でも、それはちょっと悲しいでもあるんだけど。まあ、便利っちゃ便利だよね。
Yeah. It's convenient. You don't have to own a lot of clothing, which is nice. Yeah, like when you moved to the US, we left like a lot of your winter clothes in Japan because you didn't. Well, now you kind of need them because it's so cold inside because of the air conditioning. But yeah, you don't really need big jackets. You don't need a snow jacket.
いらないね。まあ、うち、そうだね。まあ、そうだね。そう。中が寒いからね。
Yeah, it hardly rains where we live too.
そうなんだよね。傘いらない。
It's a desert, yeah. So you don't need umbrellas. You don't need like raincoats.
Rain boots.
None of that.
なんかちょっとまあ寂しいけどね。ちゃんと季節がないっていうのがね。日本で育ってるとね。
Yeah. But I think now, like, and this happened when I moved to Japan, is like during sometimes in the winter or even like during Tsuyu, I got depressed because of the cloudy weather. Because I'm just so used to like here it's like sunny like 360 something days out of the year. It only gets cloudy like a few days a year here.
そうだね。365日中350日は多分晴れてた。
Yeah. And so when you go through that change of like, oh, now it's cloudy and rainy and cold,
確かに。
makes you sad.
寒いからね。まあ、あまり寒くないっていう点ではいいね、ここはね。冬は本当にね。
Well, and then our apartment in Japan was like kind of older apartment.
寒かった。
Yeah, insulation was not so good. And then there's like the vents that let the outside air in. I couldn't figure out how to shut them until like the day we moved out. They were open the whole time we lived there, like even in the winter. That's why it was like so cold. And then I remember when we were cleaning up, I was like I didn't want to break them. That's why I was never really rough with it. But I was like, oh, we're moving out today, so who cares? And then I really pushed it, and then it shut. I was like, only if I had known.
そうだったんだ。
Yeah.
それは知らなかった。寒いよ。日本の家、古い家は基本寒いんだよね。
Yeah.
そうなの、寒いんだよ。まあでも安いかったじゃんね。
Yeah.
じゃあ
Yeah.
駅
I
から
think
もそんな。
was
35,000円。
35,000 yen, and then we were maybe like 1.5 kilo from the
駅まで
from the
15
from
分ぐらい
the
歩
yeah
いた
from
ら。
the station.
12、3分だね。でも自転車で行けば3分ぐらいでピョーン。
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Your parents lived close,
ああ、
so we
街から。
could
うん。
ride your bike to the parents'
うん。
house
そ
and
う
then
そうそう。
walk to
う
the
ん。
station, and
いつ
you'd
も。
be in the station like 4 or 5 minutes.
うん。
Yeah.
ピーちゃんはいつも歩いてたね。
Yeah.
たまに自転車乗せて乗る。
Yeah.
うん。懐かしいね。
Yeah.
I miss Japan.
Yeah. I miss it too.
うん。それで今パンデミックがあるからいつ帰れるかわかんないしね。
Yeah, we don't know. I
う
mean,
ん。それが一番悲しい。
probably not until we get a vaccine, because the US is not taking care of their cases very well. So at the moment, so there's a lot more cases here than in other countries. So they probably won't. I mean, they let you because you're a Japanese citizen, but they probably would not let me
ああ、そうだね。
unless I applied for like a spouse visa.
いや、多分
Yeah.
いけるかもしれないけど、まあそれこそ本当に2週間隔離生活。
Yeah, there's no vacation.
うん、
Yeah,
そう。
you couldn't go for vacation,
うん。
and I wouldn't want to go during this time because
うん。
that's just rude,
うん、
you
そうだ
know,
ね。
to Japanese people,
そう
and
だね。
everybody's trying to stay safe right now. And
うん。
if, although I'm healthy and you know I've gotten a test and I don't have anything, it's still, it would just be rude, you know.
そうだね。
I could pick it up and bring it and spread it to people, and I don't want to do that.
待たないとね。
Yeah.
Be patient.
Be patient. Yeah.
うん。
Yeah. Well, I'm good because I'm used to just staying at home doing nothing anyway, so this kind of works out for me.
いや、でもさ、ほんとね、早く行きたいね。
Yeah.
うん。
Yeah. Anything else you can think of? Convenience? US?
US convenient? 何かアメリカで住んでて便利だな。お、あるわ。便利なの、ディッシュウォッシャー。
Yeah.
うん、ディッシュ
Mhm.
ウォッシャーと、まあ、洗濯、まあでもディッシュウォッシャーかな。
乾
乾燥
燥機。
機。
Yeah.
でも乾燥機本当は使いたくないんだけど。
Yeah, here we kind of have to because it's regularly windy and also really dusty. Like so much to the point that if you dried your clothes outside, you would probably get mud. Or they would get really dirty, like dusty, dirty. You don't want to breathe that in, you
最
know.
初干してたんだけどね、外に。
Yeah.
うん。
But then they dry so fast that
そうなの。
your clothes get crispy
そう、
or
すっごい
hard.
硬く
Yeah.
なっちゃうんだよね。
Yeah.
だから、でも、そうなんだよね。まあ、
Yeah.
とりあえずドライヤーは乾燥機置いといて、まあ、ディッシュウォッシャー、これは本当便利だ
Yeah,
ね。
it's really convenient.
うん、
Dishwasher.
うん。だからさ、
Yeah.
だって食器洗い本当大変だもんね。
Yeah. You don't realize how much time you spend washing dishes
うん、
until you get a
そうそう。
dishwasher.
うん、これはね、本当に便利。あと、あれだ、大きいオーブンがあること。
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
うん。
Yeah. Yeah.
そう、それはいいね。
Easy to bake like big things. You can
うん。
bake cakes and
う
big
ん。
pieces of meat.
うん。
Yeah. And all at the same time,
う
you know.
ん、そうだね。
Yeah.
これはやっぱアメリカと日本の大きな違いで便利なところだね。
Mhm. Yeah.
それぐらいか。それぐらいしかないか。
And then I would say that, like, especially like kind of like delivery services are pretty good in the United States. Like for the most part, and they're probably really good in Japan too. But I think there's probably a lot more expansion into the market than Japan has, that we have in the U.S. Like food services, you know what I mean? Like or meals that you can prep and then like order, like what do you call it? Like Blue Apron and that kind of stuff. Yeah, no, I know they have them, but I think there's like a lot more of that in the United States. Like people are more accepting of that. There's more of a market for it. Yeah, but one thing I wish we did have in the U.S. that is really popular in Japan is the co-op. Co-op, yeah. I think that's a good idea. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the place where I worked, the English school I worked, they used it for like food and stuff, for cooking for the students and everything. Yeah.
日本で?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
あとさ、あれじゃ日本のいいところ、デリバリーといえばさ、デリバリーの人が家にいないとき、 メッセージ置いといて荷物を玄関に置き去らないってところはいいよね、日本。
Yeah, I like
ア
that.
メリカはさ、もう荷物、しかも、
They just leave it. But
しかも投げたりする人もいるからね。
yeah, I
それ
don't.
本当
I
嫌
mean,
だ。
I think that's probably not as common as you would think. And then we put like a chair next to our door, so that way, like,
そうだ
they
ね。
don't throw it. They just set it on the
クッショ
chair.
ンもあるしね。
Yeah, and it's soft.
うん
But it's kind of. I actually think it's really interesting in Japan that they don't leave stuff at the door
うん
because, like, it's so like by theft and crime numbers, it's so much safer
うん
to do that in Japan than in the United States.
あ
There's a huge they call them package pirates. There's a huge package pirate problem in the United States,
海賊
and I just don't see that would happen in
ジャパン
Japan. Yeah.
でもそういう可能性があるからじゃない、やっぱり。荷物置いといたら。
Yeah.
うん
Well, I don't know. It must be like an insurance thing, is my guess. Like, I think in the United States, they've kind of figured like, oh, like what's the average price of a package that gets stolen, and then Amazon is just gonna replace it.
うん
Like they just figured, it's the cost of doing business. Like,
まあ、あと、ごめん。
like say 5% of all packages get stolen, so they lose 5%. Like, you know, it's probably less than that, but yeah.
きっとあとやっぱり、遠いからね、きっとね。
What?
場所が。どこに置いとくのっていうところじゃない。なんかすごいさ、アマゾンオーダーしてさ、人がいなくてさ、でもすっごいさ、保管庫 keep the thing?
Yeah.
Maybe way too far away.
Oh,
Come
here,
back to
yeah. And then like, so and here, like well, I don't know, like a Kuroneko is a pretty big truck. But I was gonna say, like, they're probably, the routes are so long, like how you're saying it's really far away, and like they have like a scheduled route. So like if you are like 40 kilometers away at the end of your route, and then you get notification, oh, I need to go back and deliver that package. Like it's really expensive in gas to bring it back, and time.
そう、だからかなと思った。
Yeah.
うん
So that's why they figure it's just worth the money to they just leave it there, right? Because like, what if it was like a $5 item and you had to go waste another $5 in gas to go deliver it? It doesn't add up. Yeah.
だからまあそういうこともあんのかなって思うね。
Yeah.
うん、まあ
Yeah.
日本の方がまあでもとりあえず安全っていうことはありますね。
Yeah. I think to me that's one of the best things that I like about Japan is that like you don't really have to worry about violent crimes, and you don't really have to worry about property theft, and like, I mean, it happens, but
Yeah.
I think the majority of crime in Japan is usually like fraud, like especially against old people.
うん
You know, they call and make, oh, I'm your son, I need to get out of jail,
うん
help me, dad.
うん
And they're like, oh, is that really my
Let me
son?
grandpa.
Okay, let me buy you this $200 gift card and mail you the information.
そうだね。そういうのあるね。
Mm-hmm.
まあいろんな、まあ確かに事件はね、国によって形が違う。やっぱあるよね。少なからずね。
Mm-hmm.
それはしょうがない。
What do you miss the most about Japan?
The most?
Yeah.
The most はやっぱね、もうね、食べ物。
Yeah.
あと病院だよ、やっぱり。
病院？
病院関係。
びっくりした。
それはまあいいか。病院は置いといて。
Yeah.
でもちょっと言いたいのは、なんだっけ、日本はさ、0歳から多分12歳か13歳までは医療費が無料っていうとこね。
Oh, yeah.
まあ子供いないからまだあれだけど、まあそれは置いといて、なんて言ったthe most I miss about Japan is food ですよ。
Yeah.
食べ物です。家族とか言った方がいいかったか。でも食べ物だね、やっぱり。
Yeah. Yeah.
です。
I think that's what I miss the most about Japan too. Yeah.
あと安いんだよ、レストランが。
Yeah, I mean, depends.
いや、安いよ。
But it depends on like what, like, are you
depends,
going out with your friends? Like if you're going out with your friends and you're sharing like a meal, like we've gone out and like I barely ate anything and I paid like $40, like 4000円くらい払った。
確かに。
especially izakaya.
あ、
That's
そうだ
pretty
ね。
expensive.
確かに。居酒屋はね、そう、そうなんだよね。日本は結構みんなでシェアして割り勘っていうあれがあるからね。
Yeah.
こっちはまあちゃんとさ、
No, you
もう
won't.
pay
You don't.
separate だよ
Yeah,
ね。
you don't do that here.
ね。
Well, typically, like, it depends. It depends on who you're going out with. If you're going out with your family, and like maybe it's somebody's birthday, like usually somebody's gonna like pick up the tab. They pick up the receipt and pay for it. One person will, and it depends. I mean, that's kind of seen as like a really like nice gesture, because you want to pay for all your friends, and
まあそうだね。
yeah.
でも most of the time is pay separate だね。
Yeah. Well, I mean, paying separate it makes sense, because I mean, when you're doing like the splitting the things, I always felt really bad because I eat a lot.
まあ
And
そ
so
うだね。
like I could see your friend down at the end of the table like, oh man, look at this fat foreigner eating up all this food and I'm gonna have to pay for it.
でも
No, I'm just kidding, but
みんな思ってないよ。
no, I know, I'm just kidding.
うん
But
Then
you know what I mean? Like I feel guilty because I'm like, oh yeah, like this tiny $20 entree, I'm gonna eat all of it by myself.
でもね、それはね、うちもちょっと思って、じゃあちょっとあれ、そうだね。だってなんかお酒飲まない人と飲む人。
いや、ちょっとずるいね。
うん、ちょっとずるいよね。
Yeah.
っていうの
I
は
didn't have any beer and I have to pay for everybody else's drinks.
そうそうそう
Yeah.
そうそう。だけどね、そうなんだよね。日本はそういうとこあるね。でも基本的に、まあ一人でご飯行けば大体安い。
So here's the trick, right? In Japan, is like, if you want to get a really good deal on dinner and drinks, is you have friends that don't drink very much, and then you just go and drink a bunch and then split the bill.
でもそれはちょっとね、それ計算してやっちゃダメだね。たまにそう言う人いるから。
Yeah.
うちら飲んでないんだから、そっち多くねとか。
Yeah.
あるね。
Yeah, but I bet you there's still like people that, oh yeah, let's split it up evenly at the end of the night.
でもあと男と女で分けるとかね。分けるっていうか、女は少なめとか、男は多めとか。
Oh, really?
Oh,
I didn't know that.
ちょっといっぱい食べるじゃん、やっぱ男の人の方が。いっぱい食べるし飲むから。
What percentage, like what's the rate?
64?
Really? Like it's kind of...
64. I wish it was 73だけど64かな。ちょっと little bit.
I think it's funny though, because I never heard of that before.
あ、本当？
Yeah.
そうだよ。だからさ、日本はさ、合コンってあるじゃん。わかるって言っちゃ
That
う。
sounds kind of sexist though.
合コン？
No,
Ah,
I
the
mean,
split the
yeah,
money?
split the money because I'm a guy because I eat more.
Yeah, and drink more. And why we need to pay for that?
That's not sexist?
No, I don't think so. I never thought about
I
it.
think it's sexist.
なんで？
Yeah, just because
どこから？
I have a bigger body and I'm gonna eat more.
No, in general.
For
No.
what? Like drinking and...
Yeah, eating more than...
No, I know.
うん、
That's
そう
what I'm
でしょ。
saying.
だからセクシストじゃないよ。
What if a girl eats a lot and she still has to pay less? That's not fair.
That's good. Lucky だよ。Lucky for her. そうだけどほら、合コンあるじゃん。合コンってわかる？
No, I
合
didn't
コ
get
ン知
that.
らない？
合コンわかんない。
合コンは、だから男と女で、まあ、例えば3人3人で飲んだり。
うん。
1人は友達知ってんだけど、2人は知らないみたいな。
うん。
そういうのを合コンっていうのね。なんかミートアップみたいな。Women, boys,
Oh, okay.
girls and boys が。
Oh, okay.
そういう時大体73とか64とかそういう男多め、女少なめみたいな。
Why don't the guys just pay for it all? Like, because they're trying to pick up the girls, right?
いや、so does women too.
But that would be so much cooler if, like,
I
you're
know.
a guy and you just
そう
pay
なん
for
だよ
it.
そう。
Just
でも、
like,
だから、
hey, babe, I got it. Don't worry about it.
not baby yet.
Yeah.
だけど、まあ
Maybe, okay, I always say that. Hey, babe, don't worry about it. I got you.
そういう時もあるんじゃない？だから本当にいいなと思った人だったら。
Yeah.
でもさ、そんな本当にっていう人に払いたくないじゃん、別に。
Come on, Japanese guys. Pay for the food. It's cool.
でも、いや、それが本当に好みの女性だったら払うかもしれないね。
Yeah. To me, like, so I'm just like, I'm trying to imagine myself, I'm a girl, right? And it's like the end of dinner. And then we're like, oh, like, how are we going to take care of the money? And then like freaking dude busts out his cell phone calculator and it's like 60%. It seems so lame. Like, just pay for it.
でもやるんだもん。
It's so lame though. Just pay for it. Like you're not, if you do that, you're not getting any action over. If I'm the woman, like you're not getting any action from me if you do
ああ、
that.
そうか、でもそうか。まあでも、そうやるから、もう、そう
Yeah.
思ってるから、我
It's
々。
yeah.
だけど、もしかしたら、可愛い、すごい美人な人とかは、なんかもう払ってもらうって思ってるかもしれないけどね。
Yeah.
まあ、
They're
it
like-
depends on the
well, so they're
people.
like, oh, I'm so pretty. I shouldn't have to pay for
う
anything.
ん、そうそう。
Oh,
で思っ
okay.
てる人もいるかもしれない。
What are you?
No, I always pay.
Pay what percent?
Whenever they say.
Oh, okay.
うん。
But how do you feel how much you should pay?
だから、もしそんな食べてなかったら。
what I'm trying to say is like, how hot do you think you are to where you
No,
don't?
I don't know. I don't know じゃなくて、私はホットではありません。って思ってるよ、いつも。
Oh,
うん、
okay.
そうそう。だから、
You're very humble.
ハンボ
Humble.
どういう意味？
Humble is like, なんていう日本語で。忘れちゃった。
あ、そう。じゃあみんな調べてください。ハン
Yeah,
ボ。
humble.
ハンボ。ちょっと調べてみよう。
That means like you don't brag. 偉そうじゃない。
ああ、偉そうじゃない。そうそうそう。だからその別に美人じゃないからって分かってるから、
うん。
ちゃんとお金払う。
Okay.
デートの時だって半分払う。
Yeah.
何？
It's like a 1-5. Thank you.
そうです。まあもう夫婦ですからね、我々は。
Yeah, yeah.
どっちが払っても一緒だからね。
Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's all coming from the same place
そう
anyway,
そうそう
so. But I like to be able to use the card because then I get to look cool at the restaurant.
うん、まあそう
Like
だ
I'm
ね。
paying for everything.
面白い話になっちゃったね。
Yeah.
はい、ということでね、
Yeah.
この辺で終わりましょうか。
No.
終わりましょう。
Okay.
うん。
All right, guys. Thank you for listening.
ありがとうございます。
Please subscribe, give us a like, all that good stuff. So you can see when the next one comes out.
はい。
Thanks.
ありがとう。
ありがとう。
またねー。
バイバイ。